And then we'll move on to our regular programming with Jim and discussion among all of us. So Mary, you can start recording, and I will hand this over to Dan Weistrup.
Thank you very much, Lisa. I'm going to share my screen, and you know what? I'm actually going to move it over to another screen because I'm on my work computer, and you probably don't want to see the messages that are coming up there. So give me 1 second. Screen. Oh my gosh. Screen 2 is what we want to be sharing. All right. You should see a PowerPoint. Is that coming up?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, very fancy here. Learn from Jim and Mary. So what we have going on here is a Star Wars themed 31st Star Awards. So Lisa, yeah, Lisa, you did a great job introducing it. I could not have done a better job. I do want to give a shout out to the full leadership team here. And while I am the MC for the event, and then you just heard some words of thanks from Lisa, you know, it really speaks volumes and comes from everyone here. It's just such a diverse group of people and talent and viewpoints that have really come together, but really without you and everyone who's on this call and everyone who isn't on this call but has done amazing work, that's really what makes this group special. So as Lisa said, we want to give a shout out to all of you and do you know, a bit of a fun stuff with these awards. So before we jump in, just a couple things by the numbers, and this is just, you know, the most recent election that we've been doing because, as Lisa said, been working for 4 years. So a little stuff, little metrics for what we have so far. Alaska, we have over 60 members making over 2,000 calls. I think that's probably the whole population of Alaska that we've probably reached already. So just amazing, amazing work there. Iowa, over 100 people now, and we've made about 3,000 calls to date. Pennsylvania has 300 plus members, and a lot of that has been writing letter campaigns and postcards, and I have a couple numbers of that just down below. North Carolina has 200 members plus doing voter protection, and we have a new Spanish-speaking team that makes calls to native Spanish speakers. We have 10 folks already on that team making calls, and I think they were in California at this point. And then shout out to Linda Schuett. She's been tracking some really great metrics, and from there we've learned that we've written over 15,000 letters and postcards, and then unbelievably 60,000 text messages. So just incredible work all the way around. And so there are a couple people that we're going to want to really honor here. And what we're going to start off with, give me a second, is a short video. And 1 second, so I can actually find the spot here. So here we go. I almost forgot that was going to happen, but I remembered at the end. So definitely vote, get out there. And then the other thing that I would encourage folks to do is recognize members in the chat as we're going through this. I know there's probably a lot of people that we missed, and everyone has been doing really great work. So in addition to all those names that we saw on the Star Wars scroll right now, and everyone has contributed so much, there are a couple of additional people that we want to really honor who have dedicated a lot of time and energy to really making this group what it is. So first, we have a Baby Yoda award. You might recognize him from the new show Mandalorian. And the way I was thinking about this was we had COVID obviously coming in, and that was a disturbance in the Force. The old game plan that 31st Street had really wasn't working anymore. We couldn't do in-person fundraisers, we couldn't do our in-person monthly meetings, but just like Baby Yoda was reborn, 31st Street was reborn. So for showing us the way by hosting the first Zoom fundraiser, we award the Baby Yoda Award to Dorothy and Brian Landsberg. Congratulations. And please hold your applause to the end. And I also apologize because I'll probably butcher a couple names coming up. So next on the list, the R2-D2 Energizer Bunny Persistence Award. So the folks who are recognized here, these winners are always up for a challenge and an adventure. Take on the Death Star? Why not? Strap me in. Let's go at it. One winner immediately volunteered to co-host multiple fundraising events and went above and beyond the galaxy by making calls for the North Carolina team, the Alaska team, and the Iowa team. The other winner of this award really just brings nonstop energy to canvassing and recruiting new members. And the winners are Roberta McInerney and Kate Sugarman. Congratulations. All right, so this is a picture of Tatooine. And so, as I'm sure we all are aware, Tatooine is the planet that Luke Skywalker grew up on. You can kind of see him walking there, looking at the sunset, really thinking about what's going on for life. But you know what? He had to leave home. And after he left home, he did some amazing things. He took on Death Stars, he took on the evil parts of the Force, and really experienced so much of what was there in the galaxy for him. But despite the journeys that we've all taken, you never really forget home. Home is where the heart is. So what this award is honoring folks for is for people who opened up their actual homes when we could do this for in-person fundraisers. So the winners are a lot of people here: Gretchen Zucker, Wendy Bentley, Mark Lewis and Rachel Kronowitz, Lori Wesley and Dan Levin, Caroline Willis, and Kathy Picker. Congratulations. Next up, these funny furry little creatures. So they are known as Ewoks. And as I'm sure we're all aware, Ewoks are a fictional species of small, furry, mammaloid bipeds that inhabit the forest moon of Endor. That was taken right off Wikipedia. They live in huts and other simple dwellings. And you know what? The Empire, they really weren't too concerned with these little furry animals. Who could think that these little furry animals could take down a Death Star, could take down the Empire? But you know what? They banded together, they used their knowledge of local areas, they zigged when others zagged, and that ragtag group helped take down an evil empire. So 3 members of 31st Street brought out their inner Ewok by harnessing the power of the grassroots to take down, hopefully, an evil empire in a couple weeks. And so they are our team leaders for some of the states. We have Michael Freeman, Vicky Shulkin, and Tom Patterson. Congratulations. All right, next up, Jabba the Hutt. Who can forget him? Such a great character. And you know what? I'm not even going to read the description for what this is getting award to. We're just going to go straight to the winner. Winner is Donald Trump. Congratulations, Donald Trump. All right, coming up, we are diving deep into Star Wars lore here. This is Galen Erso. He was a brilliant scientist who focused on crystallography and energy enrichment. And so, unfortunately, the Empire ended up using his expertise in technology to build that main weapon, that destroyer of worlds that was put onto the Death Star. But fortunately for the Galaxy, Galen subtly sabotaged the weapon, making the Death Star vulnerable to an attack by the rebels. So clearly, we have seen how technology can be used for evil. Anyone remember Cambridge Analytica? Can we see how Facebook has not taken down anything that is clearly untrue? So we definitely see that. But you know what? As a liberal group and liberals in general, we really need to adopt technology. There's a lot of stuff that we can do here. And so what this award recognizes are members who helped us evolve on the technology side. So since kind of the COVID shutdown, we now have emails going out to over thousands of people. And generally when that happens and Gmail sees that, they put into the spam folder. So very clutch that we had found MailChimp and formatting these emails in a way that is easily digestible and getting through those spam filters. Next, we have a videographer. We have Zoom accounts. We have digital advertising. We have a YouTube channel and an online calendar. And all of this could not be possible without our winners. Congratulations to Ellen Barrick, Chris Bachman, Jim Coates, Laura Glish, and Christine Dibble. All right, next up, the Lando Award. So not everyone was there when we blew up the first Death Star, just as Lando wasn't there for that. So unfortunately, they weren't able to take down Paul Ryan. Dave Brott, remember him? But you know what? We have another Death Star to blow up, and we need all the support we can get. So coming in strong to help fight off that second Death Star was winner David Gerstel. So he recently joined 31st Street and went into hyperdrive. He co-hosted a recent digital event, and he set aside multiple hours a day calling and emailing his contacts to make sure the fundraiser was a huge success, and it was. Congratulations, David. All right, the Force Award. It's tough to get a picture of the Force, so we're just using Yoda as a bit of a proxy here. So the Force is an energy field created by all living things. It's everywhere. The Force is at every fundraiser. The Force empathizes with personal stories of the candidates that Skype into our meetings. And the Force definitely has its own network and newsletter. And so the 31st Street Force's name? Anne Labriola. Congratulations, Anne. All right, this lovely character, the Chewbacca Just Getting It Done Award. So Chewbacca has a big heart, and he's unwavering in his loyalty. He's kind of a jack of all trades. He's a warrior, he's a smuggler, he's a mechanic, a pilot, and he just gets stuff done. So for bringing her A game week after week, bringing in a large group into the 31st Street fundraising umbrella, we award the Chewbacca Award to Barbara Woodall. Congratulations. All right, next on the list, very excited about The Mandalorian. So first, the new season does come out October 30th, mark your calendars, and you can probably guess I'm excited for it. But not as excited as giving out this award. So The Mandalorian began the series as a character, really only interested in being a bounty hunter. But circumstances changed when he met that little guy there in that picture, Baby Yoda. Now he had found his purpose. He had found something to fight for. He found his passion. He found his voice. This award goes to someone who found her voice through activism. Congratulations to Linda Schuett. So we have one more award here. This is the James Corden I'm in Everything Award. He made a quick cameo in the movie, and honestly, I had so many names coming in from the leadership team that there were a couple, unfortunately, that I missed. And so I just want to be a bit honest there. So for the people I missed and for being James Corden in the movie, here you go. Congratulations, Elisha Belbida, if I hopefully pronounced that right, and Dave Barrick. Those are all the awards that I had today, but I did also wanted to share one personal story really for what this group means to me. And this is the first day I was introduced to 31st Street. You can kind of see the date down here. There's a YouTube video of it with all 270 views. And this is the beginning of 2018, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do here. And Lisa came up and she gave an amazing speech. And I tell people all the time that's when I was hooked. And amazingly, it's on YouTube, and I was able to, to watch it and remind myself of really what did it for me. Here are a couple quotes from Lisa back in 2018. It was started by people who don't know what they're doing. I think we know what we're doing now. We're kicking butt and we're taking names. Quote, we're going to take down Dave Bratt because we're sassy. That talked to me. And then finally, where she ended it, if anybody wants to come to our meetings, we serve bagels. I'm there. And so that's where it all began. And where it went, so that's Abigail Spanberger. That's how we took down Dave Bratt. And actually, this is my wife in the picture, Sarah. And as most of you and some of you might know, I proposed to her while we were actually canvassing for Abigail Spanberger. So we've really come all like full circle here. And so this group means so much to me. And I know that this group wouldn't be the same without all of you. So thank you for all the work that you do. And I can't wait for this election and to see where we go next. Thanks, that's it for me.
Thank you, Dave. That was so great. Thank you, thank you.